Hi, my name is Brian. Welcome to this journey through political campaigns and advocacy careers. Today, we are going to study the chapter, which is Case Studies, People Who Made a Difference. In this chapter, we'll explore how political campaigns and advocacy movements have shaped India's economic and social landscape and the career opportunities they create. Let's begin. Understanding political campaigns and social movements. Political campaigns and social movements in India operate at the crossroads of economics and governance. They are about more than rallies and slogans. They involve mobilizing resources, advocating economic reforms, and building social capital networks. Many movements challenge existing market regulations, create alternative development models, and push for policy change. Careers in this space include campaign management, policy analysis, community organizing, and strategic communications, each requiring both analytical and people skills. Arvind Kejriwal and India Against Corruption movement. Kejriwal, a former IRS officer, co-founded the India Against Corruption movement with Anna Hazare in 2011. The movement highlighted corruption's cost to GDP, about 1.5%, and built an economic argument for transparency. It influenced discussions on political funding and pushed participatory budgeting through Mohalla Sabhas. The transition from activism to politics led to the formation of the Aam Aadmi Party, which implemented reforms in education, healthcare, and public services. This case shows how economic narratives can power political change. Prashant Kishore and IPAC. Prashant Kishore professionalized political consulting in India. His work on Modi's 2014 campaign introduced data analytics and targeted messaging, turning political outreach into a high-return, performance-driven industry. Through IPAC, he created structured career paths, introduced value-based pricing for campaigns, and built a 600 crore market employing thousands. This illustrates how campaign strategy can be a viable, well-paid profession combining economics, marketing, and data science. Medha Patkar and Narmada Bachao Andolan. This movement questioned the cost-benefit logic of large dam projects, introducing true cost accounting that included environmental and displacement costs. Patkar's work influenced policies on rehabilitation and natural resource valuation. By reframing development economics, the movement paved the way for careers in environmental economics, social impact assessment, and rights-based planning, fields increasingly important in infrastructure development. MKSS and the Right to Information movement. Founded in 1990, MKSS pioneered social audits, revealing corruption in rural development schemes. Their Jan Sunway model quantified the economic value of transparency and led to the Right to Information Act, 2005. Economically, it is estimated to save over 10,000 crore rupees annually. This case proves that information is not just a right, but an economic asset, creating roles in transparency advocacy, compliance, and governance reform. Disha Ravi and climate activism. Disha Ravi represents youth-led climate activism that frames environmental issues as economic equity across generations. Her advocacy includes pushing for green jobs, ending fossil fuel subsidies, and promoting renewable energy. The movement has created demand for sustainability consulting, ESG compliance, and climate policy roles, showing how activism intersects with business strategy. Yogendra Yadav, from academic to activist. Yadav applied economic analysis to electoral politics, later becoming a leader in farmers' protests. His critique of farm laws focused on market imbalances and the importance of price support mechanisms. This work demonstrates that expertise in economics can directly influence national policy debates, especially in agriculture and rural development. The Me Too movement in India. This movement highlighted the productivity and economic losses linked to workplace harassment, estimated at 3 to 5%. It led to new compliance markets worth 3,200 crore rupees and created opportunities for legal, HR, and governance professionals. The case emphasizes that safe workplaces are economically beneficial as well as morally necessary. Rural mobilization strategies. Rural movements maximize limited resources through collective action, targeted stakeholder engagement, and cost-effective communication strategies. This demonstrates that economics and advocacy is not just about money. It's about using resources smartly to achieve maximum impact. Youth in politics. The demographic dividend. With 65% of India's population under 35, youth engagement drives agendas on employment, innovation, and sustainability. This demographic creates economic opportunities in digital campaigning, political entrepreneurship, and youth-focused policy design. Campaign innovations. Economic models. Crowdfunding, digital mobilization, and volunteer economics have revolutionized political financing. Small donations and skill-based volunteering have made campaigns more accessible and less dependent on big donors. These innovations have opened new, flexible career paths for young professionals. Career pathways in political advocacy. From leadership roles in policymaking to entry-level positions in social media management, political advocacy careers are now professionalized with competitive pay. Economics graduates can excel here, using analytical skills to influence resource allocation, policy priorities, and public communication.